Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the reason that I'm wearing these sunglasses is because if I take them off, you guys can't see my eyes. So I'm going to read the statement, and then I'm going to put the sunglasses back on, and then I want to explain this. We're talking about a one world government, but this is in June 1999. Okay, this is related in headlines, in the news headlines. This is all matching Bible prophecy. So I want to read the document right here. Okay. The globalists absolutely feel that the time to act their long dreamed of global government has come, and it appears that they are right. The only thing standing between the U.S. and world government is the United States of America and its Congress. If America is willing to collaborate in the stripping away of the remaining vestige of the U.S. sovereignty, then the day of the nation state is over and the era of world government will have dawned. This is exactly what they're saying, but I want to read one more thing here on the back here. Yeah, right here. Where is it? Yeah. Listen to this. Marching orders for states. The man who gets his scale. Throughout the entire history of humankind, the control of all buying and selling and the tracking of all individuals has been impossible. In fact, for hundreds of years, skeptics have said such a day would never come. But now, we have entered the computer age, and many United Nations are giving this idea seriously. They're talking about it, and it doesn't take a genius today to understand that everybody's being tracked and monitored, and you name it. So ladies and gentlemen, this is what's going on right now. Okay, they're setting up a world government. And this is not a joke. This is for real. I want to get into this right here, right now, like we just finished reading. The only thing that's hindering them is the United States. The United States is holding them back from having a world government. So the global elitists, they're doing their very best to strip America of all their rights, all their freedoms, everything. They are destroying the sovereignty of the United States. Like the World Trade the WTO, the World Trade Organization is calling for the end of the United States sovereignty and Canada's sovereignty as well, because this is a global effort. The international bankers, the internationalists, what they want to come up with is a North American Union where Canada, US, and Mexico emerge into one super country. They say it's going to be a lot better for everybody. It's going to cut off all the stress. We won't have to worry. Well, we will all be under a single market. They're trying to say it's free trade, but it's a bunch of bull. It's all about control. Because the North American Union, ladies and gentlemen, is Canada, US, and Mexico emerge into one super country. Just like the European Union. We're going to share the same currency, which is going to be the Amero, which they'll probably change the name into the North American dollar. And how will that come into being? Probably from some kind of dollar crisis. The United States dollar is going to collapse. It's going to collapse anyway, so that's probably how they're going to bring it in. And I want to get into this because this is really bothering me, so I'm just going to let it out right now. Ladies and gentlemen, we are not in a war with terror. There's no such thing as terrorists, okay? That may shock some of you, but that's the truth. There's no such thing as terrorists. Well, there are terrorists, but not like how the United States is trying to say it, like it's a threat to the world, like Ahmadinejad. He's a terrorist. He's an extremist. He's a radical. He wants to blow Israel off of the face of the map, but that's another topic. You guys can go listen to my other videos, and you can hear it in there. But anyways, the United States government funded the Al-Qaeda. There was no reason for September 11th. September 11th was staged. It was planned. 9/11 was an inside job by the United States government. That's right. It was by the United States government. And Osama bin Laden is not responsible for it. And by the way, that was totally impossible for 2 planes to fly into a building. You know how that was impossible? Because of NORAD. They have the tracking. They can tell when things are coming in. But you know what? They told NORAD to stand down. That's how it happened. They told NORAD to stand down. They try to make people think they're fighting against terrorists when they're not, because the United States government funded the Al-Qaeda. They created the Al-Qaeda through the CIA and you name it. We're not fighting terrorists, ladies and gentlemen. We are fighting globalism. They are causing more destruction so they can bring in their one world government. The more disasters we create, the more liberties we steal from the people. The more security, the more surveillance. Now the United Nations wants a one world military power. They're calling for a global political system, a one world dictator, which is a global political system. We're not fighting terrorists. We are fighting for globalism. This is what they're doing, ladies and gentlemen, okay? I'm letting you guys know right now, we're not in a war with terrorism at all. This is a bunch of bull. This is why they want everybody to have a national ID card. I'm letting you guys know because this is coming down the line, people. Everybody's going to have their own specific national ID card. That's going to be linked in with your biometrics. Now, I'm going to say it again. Biometrics, ladies and gentlemen. That's good. They can't see my eyes. Government. Anyways, I don't care. I'm exposing you guys right now, and I don't really care. I'm letting everybody know. I'm warning humanity. But anyways, guys, biometrics is 3 measurements of the body. They're going to do your hand and your fingerprints. You're going to put your hand on a machine. It's going to take a picture of your screen. It's going to take a picture of your hand. And it's going to do an imagery of your hand shape. Everything. Now your hand is digital. Then the next step is going to be, you're going to put these things on your eyes. It's going to take a picture of your eyes. It's going to go all the way in the back. It's going to take your vein pattern of your eyes. So now they have your eyes. And the next thing will be, they're going to take a picture of your face, which is facial recognition. This is what they're going to, ladies and gentlemen. So once you got that biometric ID card, it's going to be linked in with your biometrics. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, we need a world government. It'll be more safer for the world, because they even said it. Nations that think they can stand alone is a lie. The nation state is dead. Nation states must come to an end, and we must all become one. One body, one nation, one people. So, because they said this is going to eliminate war. Think about it. If we're all one, and we have one single dictator ruling over everybody, we have no more war. That's the only way we can protect the world, is if we establish a one world government. And this is the other thing that will protect us as well. Because, ladies and gentlemen, we're not just fighting terrorism. And by the way, terrorism is global. We're in a global war that will last for 1,000 years, right? That's what they tell us. And plus, we're fighting another thing in our world. Man, we have lots of things to try to change. This is the other thing that we're fighting. Fraud. We are fighting fraud. So what we have to do is, we need to come up with a new identification system. Right? We need to come up with a new identification system. So you know what we're going to do? Everybody's going to have their own unique national ID card. And there's nobody else like you. You're the only person on the earth. There's no one else that is identical like you. So everyone's going to have their own unique national ID card that's going to be linked in with their biometrics. You're going to have to do a digital thumb scan if you want to travel. If you want to go on the internet, they said you're going to have to do an iris scan. This is coming down the line, ladies and gentlemen. If this comes to your city, this must be resisted. You must resist it. You must stand up against this, because this is tyranny. This is all about tracking and monitoring everybody. This is what they're talking about. Okay? This is just the next step closer to the mark of the beast. Because once you have a national ID card, they'll track everything about you. You think it's bad now, you have credit cards, debit cards, they're tracking you already. They want even more control. They want more power over you. And that's what they said. Are you ready for the North American Union biometric ID card? They're bringing they're bringing it in then. They're bringing it in. The North American Union, which is Canada, U.S., and Mexico, are going to merge into one super country, ladies and gentlemen. where we're going to share the same currency. And they're already working on a one to bring in a single currency, because they said we have a single, we have a global economy. Now all that we need now is a global currency to support it. And then they're going to throw in the world government with it. This is what's happening, people. But before they can go into this, so I want to say this right now. They need to create a cashless currency. I heard this, people, okay? I literally heard this. I don't care anymore what people think. They can think I'm out of a Twilight Zone. You know what? This is the truth. Many people, they're in for something else when this comes down the line. 'Cause I'm telling you, the economy is going to collapse. And it's going to come suddenly, and they're going to say, oh, nobody saw this coming. So remember, I told you before it happened. All the economies of the world are going to collapse. There's coming a worldwide financial collapse. And that's how they're going to bring in their new world system. They even have, they already have documents, the birth of a global nation. Like, I can go on. But anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, about they have to create a cashless currency, and that's basically what they're doing. They stopped printing the Canadian currency. Now, our money's just plastic. It's not even paper, ladies and gentlemen. It's plastic. And the Midship organization that's owned by the Masons are saying, oh, the Canadian people just eliminated the Canadian government just eliminated the penny, so why don't we just eliminate all other forms of dimes and nickels? And you see, ladies and gentlemen, this is what they're doing, man. They're bringing it in. Their new world order, they have a global agenda. They're bringing it in, and people need to wake up and see what's going on. That's why I say do your own research. Don't take my word for it. Do your own research and study it. Okay? Go study on this. This is what's happening. They said the bankers of Canada right now are working on a digital coin. Digital. They're digitalizing everything. So now they're going to even track us with their own money, man. Imagine, these people are control freaks. They want to track us everywhere we go. I'm sick of it, man. This is coming. But I got to let people know this is what's coming down the line. Because the thing that's hindering them from having total control over every single person on the earth right now is a cashless society. That's why they want everybody to go into cards. And by the way, when you have a card, they can control how you live. Okay? If they don't like you for some reason, your political views, your faith, whatever they don't like about you, they just have to push one button and you're screwed. They don't even have to throw you into a FEMA camp or a concentration camp. They just have to push one button to make you a non-person. Because on that national ID card, you won't be able to do nothing. Well, if it's on, but if they shut it off, you're screwed. You're screwed. You can't buy food. If you go to a store, you swipe your card. For some reason, it's not working. Sorry, sir. Sorry, ma'am. There's nothing we can do. This is tyranny. This is government control. And this is what they're talking about. They want to go into financial dictatorship where one person is in control of the money, people. And they said by 2018, they're bringing the global currency. And guess what they're planning to name it? The Phoenix. Like on the back of the dollar bill, that bird there. They want to name their global currency after a bird. But I don't know if it's certain if it's going to be by 2018. But I don't know. Maybe it is. Because these people are advancing so much. They have advanced so much, ladies and gentlemen. And they're doing so many things. They're bringing in a global currency. With a one world government. And Prince Philip said that we also need a one world religion. A one world religion, and they already have the NAFTA highway under construction from Mexico to the United States right into Canada. But Canada, US, and Mexico, this was all set up to fail. This is all going to shift to Europe. Because they're not concerned about borders anymore. Right? The next thing is they destroy the borders, and they're going to destroy the banks, and they're going to sing up a single bank under a single leader, which is a one world government. We're all going to shift to Europe. That's why the United States, Canada, and Mexico, Europe is going to take over the whole entire world, exactly as it has been prophesied in the Bible. So I just wanted you guys to be aware of this. You can't trust your government. There's no such thing as terrorists. The Al-Qaeda is all in it together to bring in a world government. That's why they killed Saddam Hussein, because he knew too much information. They were afraid that somewhere down the line he was going to spill the beans. So what did they do? They killed him. They killed him. Anyways, I'm going to let you guys go from here, and I just want to let you guys be aware of this. World government is coming, and may you resist these national ID cards, and God bless you all. I want you guys to know I love all of you, and God